All right. Uh, Hello, welcome. Hello, everyone, that is, and welcome to our bonfire. Here is Andy. Um, I've botched the introduction. Let's try again. Hello, everyone. Here is Andy. Welcome to our bonfire. And today we are meeting for the second time, and it's gonna be part 9 of Dragon Age Origins. And we stopped at the stage where we finished with clearing up the soldier's peak. I promised some explanations, so we probably will start with that. Let me check that the stream is okay. I think it should be all right. So let's start with expelling Morrigan, or rather refusing to help her with her mother. So I just thought that it's just Morrigan is such a naive child, and I would rather she was more not obedient, but willing to learn and be more humble. Yeah, I think I would have liked her to show more humility in life in general. So, which is hard to expect, but I mean, you don't have to be that cruel. And yeah, like you just left the care of your mother and you are absolutely flustered by the world outside. But then again, when you learn that your mother is a witch that preys on her daughters, the first thing you want to do is to kill her. And that might sound natural, but without any questions, without trying to figure out what the situation is and so on and so forth, she just outright starts to push her cause forward, and very egoistically so. And that's something I really quite despise in people, and in anything essentially, not only in people. And so it's hard for me. I mean, I would understand if she kind of consulted with me, or like asked what she was supposed to do and something like that. Maybe she would ask me to go and talk to Flemeth, and then if there was no other way to do that, she could tell, okay, if there is no other way, kill her, or like do what you think is must be done. But no, she's like, you have to murder my mother. So it's unbecoming. So especially how pretentious she is. And yeah. Also, Flemeth saved our life, and I thought it would be, again, it doesn't behoove me to kill somebody who saved me, even though maybe this somebody counts on my success in the future and so on and so forth. Still, I think it's not the right way to do things. Next thing that I did was well, I didn't eventually kill Zevran, right? And I didn't take him into my camp. That is, so why didn't kill him? Because I wanted to show mercy. At the same time, I didn't want to take him because, look, he is not a child and he's been in this world for some time. Yes, he was abducted or sold, and yes, he grew up in a super cruel environment, but he might have mentioned that he can't not know about the Blight and who Grey Wardens are. And so somebody who, again, puts his interests or public interests so egoistic, not public, private interests so egoistically or blindly beyond the common good is not somebody I want to see in my camp. Maybe we could argue that maybe he had to be in my camp and just observe. I would treat him silently, this silent treatment, and let him just learn. Well, maybe it was one way to do that, but I mean, I wouldn't anyway interact with him, and just for the sake of having a crowd here, I'm not sure. So he can, maybe he will reappear, who knows, I don't remember what happens after you let him go. Maybe he doesn't reappear. So it's like, it doesn't matter whether he is here or not. And about the Lion's, not the Lion's Peak, or was it the Soldier's Peak? Sorry, Lion's Head is a mountain in Cape Town. Soldier's Peak is like why I didn't agree to help the demon. It's probably understandable because demons are not supposed to be helped, and why I executed the mage, because I think there has to be some justice, and so he brought to death a lot of Grey Wardens, and he practiced blood magic, which I mean, I'm not sure whether practicing blood magic is such a terrible thing, but if it involves human sacrifice and breaching some humanistic norms, then definitely it is a punishable act. And let's again think, what would Duncan do if he were here? I think he would be quite not cruel but severe in delivering justice immediately. So I think we should follow kind of the, there is this book called The Expanse by James Corey, I think, and there was this, I don't want to spoil, but there was a moment where a person delivered justice, and he said, well, if I don't deliver justice myself, it will never be delivered, because there are many ways in the world how a criminal can escape this justice, can use nepotism, cronyism, can use corruption of the system, and so on and so forth. And so eventually there will be no justice, and I cannot bear it, I cannot stand it, I will have to take everything in my hands, and that's what I have done. And so he did that essentially in the book. And I thought about it for quite a while, that it's actually interesting. At the same time, what's also interesting is that Avernus was killed, and so that doesn't really matter. I mean, in our real world, it wouldn't really matter that much, because, well, if you're dead, you can't feel the horror of non-existence, allegedly at least. And if we don't speak about some other worlds and post, like some realms that, like afterlife, if we don't talk about that, it's hard to really punish a person by death. Like endless servitude and endless punishment, like lifelong imprisonment, would be more kind of demonstrative. But in this game we have afterlife apparently, and well, not that I have completely quenched his existence, and also not quenched, I meant ended his existence, let's say. I think there is some verb starts with Q, but I'm not sure now. So and at the same time he will have a chance to repent in this afterlife, and at the same time he cannot live the true life anymore, and that will serve as a warning to those who want to transgress the limits of what is normal and what is virtuous. So this is how I thought making all those decisions. So hopefully, if you had questions now, you don't, and if you do still, well, do reach out and I'll try to make my point more clear. And now let's get on with the gameplay.
Something on your mind?
Questions? Okay, nothing to talk about. Alistair, Liliana?
Something I can help? Yes.
About something?
What?
Okay, nothing. Win, what about you?
What's on your mind?
About the circle.
answer.
Okay, so they're all silent and don't want to talk about anything. Let's level up our character. What are we aiming at? Dual weapon mastery, 36 dexterity. Level 12, and I'm currently level 11. Righteous strikes. Threaten and bravery. Threaten. I'm thinking, so next my level I'll need to take dual weapon mastery. So something that I should take now maybe is righteous strike, and maybe I should have taken this righteous strike long ago, because I fought so many mages and I never had a chance to drain their mana, unfortunately. So let's go with this righteous strike actually. And I still have points to distribute, so how about I go for 36 strength, and now I can afford to have some cool armor, which belongs to Kaelin. let's examine what it offers. So Kaelin's armor is +1 armor, 10 mental resistance. So not as good as the one that I have right now. Kaelin's gauntlets, +1 armor, plus 15% critical backstab damage instead of fire resistance, but the level is higher. Then Kaelin's greaves, again +1 armor, 20% dodge attacks instead of +50 stamina, and Kaelin's breastplate, +1 armor, +15 physical resistance instead of +1 armor, stamina regeneration in combat, critical backstab damage, 10 physical resistance. You know what? And it's quite fascinating, but the armor that I have currently, I think, is better than the one that belonged to Kaelin, which is quite funny, but well, it is what it is. And I think we shouldn't look that way now. Speaking of Alistair, well, he still has to increase his strength, and that will be 2 more points to be able to wear Kaelin's armor. Yeah, to have a full set of armor. Speaking of Wynne, I think she leveled up. Yeah, let's do that. Let's increase her. What was that I needed to upgrade for Wynne? I don't remember. Something. Maybe it was the stuff. Wynne to breath. 36 magic, so only next level, I guess, because now she has, what do you mean 26? Does she have so many bonuses? Wynne has 33 magic plus 7 from items. 1 magic comes from the enchantress stuff. Okay. What else gives her magic? Her armor, her belt, that's +2, that's +2, that's +1. Or what about other 2 points? I don't really get it, where she gets 2 magic points. Magic 31 +5 +1 magic +2. I'm kinda surprised where it comes from. Massive bonus to willpower. Maybe it's from her specialization, Spirit Healer. Could be. How can I read about the specialization anyway? I suppose that it might come from the specialization, but I cannot understand where to read about that, truth be told. Maybe here. Spirit Healer. No, there is nothing to be read about it. There has to be some information about that, right? And there isn't. Okay, so anyway, we give her maximum magic just to be more efficient, I guess. 29. And Arcane Mastery. The mage has gained a keen familiarity with the arcane arts, granting a permanent bonus to spell power. Or I can go Winter's Grasp. Let's go for spell power for now. I want to know spell power, not willpower, but spell power. Okay, spell power is not that impressive, but what can I say? Where can I understand the spell power anyway? +8. Alrighty, so we have increased the levels of 2 of my characters. Let's go talk to Sandal. Enchantment, exactly. So what I have, electricity damage and chance to reduce movement speed. Duncan's dagger will get expert cold iron rune, and Alistair has spell resistance. I think I'll keep it because Alistair is very often under attack, and I want him to be ready for to be prepared. Large flawless lightning crystal. I don't remember. They want runes or crystals? Remind me, please.
The Circle of Magi stands ready to...
Do you need anything? Maybe I... Well, I guess just runes, right?
Something you need?
Goodbye.
You know, let me try this. I just want to check whether I'm right. So now I have a spare rune, and if I click on this one,
the Circle of Magi... There... The Circle of Magi stands ready to assist, Grey. As
I don't understand
the circle,
how to donate. I have a rune, right? I do. I will Google that. How to donate runes, Dragon Age Origins. Oh, for real. The games, the internet said that I can only donate anything. I can only donate not Grandmaster runes, so I picked exactly something I cannot donate and couldn't even test that. Let's try once again. Okay. Turning runes for the circle. Your pack give all unassigned journeyman runes.
You are wise to invest in the effect.
I see. I understand, but I'm not gonna do that because I need those runes myself. They're useful in fights. Let's trade now, my man. So I'm gonna sell this one, then Shadow Belt, Robes of Avernus, a large wooden round shield, Splint Mail, studded leather armor, heavy plate boots, yep, chainmail boots, leather boots, studded leather gloves, Templar helm. Well, I guess it goes because I cannot carry it around forever. Asturian's might, and Euceris. Euceris is not bad, but Asturian's Might +2 damage weakens nearby Darkspawn, +1 armor penetration, only one slot for a rune, no thank you. Battle Axe goes for sale, and that's it. So I have enough money to buy the tomes, one Tome of Physical Technique, and Tome of Arcane Technique. Talent or spell. Very expensive, very expensive. Gold is hard to come by. Very hard. Trading over. Where are we going now? What do we do next? First, have to save the game. Traveling, of course,
Yes.
in this combination. Will the Soldier's Peak be now reconstructed? Perfect. Levy Dryden, party storage chest, and the dog.
Welcome back, Warden. As you can see, we've been busy. Cleaned the place up a bit. Even my brother Mikhail came out of hiding. Never will you find a finer smith. Also, got some goods stored here that might interest you. Buy them now before my cousins move it all someplace else.
Did you tell your family about Sophia?
I thought about it, but I figured that it's not a bad thing to believe that you come from a line of lions. Even if the truth is a touch more complicated. Our family's belief that we were wronged. It gave us strength to make something of ourselves.
And what do you think of Sophia?
King Arlen sounded like a right nasty piece of work. Sophia was branded a traitor. She consorted with blood mages. But in spite of it all, I think she was a hero.
The keep looks a lot different.
We've a big family. When you were away, we all pitched in. Hard to believe there were undead, demons, and worse around here, right?
Let me see what you have.
Certainly.
What do you have? Manual, Spirit Healer. Kiss it and make it better. Tome that speaks to mages who want to develop their nurturing sights. Journeyman, Slow Rune, Cold Iron Rune. So, a lot of runes. Iced Band, Charm of Still Waters, Shaper's Amulet. Mostly useless to my taste. Freeze Trap, Potent Health Poties. Yeah, traps, flasks, and runes, and manual. So I am not sure I'm interested. Who's that walking here? Party storage chest. Here we can store our items if we want. Oh, I forgot to sell this antique Warden crossbow. The Edge and the Euceris. Well, I'm okay with keeping them under my control for now. Blood Dragon Plate. Memory Band. We'll leave it here because I'm not gonna wear it. On the other hand, it's... Will it cost anything if I sell it? Party storage chest. I'll keep memory band here just in case. Michael or Mikhail Dryden.
You? You're the warden? My family owes you. Any weapons I make, I will sell you for a discount.
You are Levy's brother. Not much of a family resemblance.
I have a family full of traders living a soft life, getting fat. I chose to learn the way of metal and stone. It keeps me strong.
You are a weaponsmith then.
Indeed. I have spent my life studying steel, dragonbone, and more. I learned all I could in human lands, and exiled dwarves taught me more. Give me the finest metals and materials, and I can make wonders for you.
Can I see your wares? Let's see. Axe, battle axe, dagger, greatsword, longsword, mace, so blah blah blah. Mostly generic stuff. Grey Warden helmet, generic. No super bonuses there. Mostly just generic stuff. Why would I buy that at all? I wonder. Splint mail. Gosh, is he really going to do business here? And what for? I mean, nobody buys, nobody shops here, and what he has is completely useless. I mean, and this is like, oh, Levy's nephew. Can I talk to him?
Our family owes you a great deal.
Ravens have returned. I wonder if I can go inside the castle now. Suspicious that I cannot. Yep, not interactable anymore. Funny. Very funny. It's good that I looted the place before I left properly. And once again, my rascals are completely not ready for battle.
Off I go.
Not shield cover, sorry, shield defense. And
I shall do so.
Now let's go. Where do we go though? I'm inclined to go look at the Brazilian outskirts. We have Denerim also. Plenty of stuff there and there. Let's begin with the Brazilian forest outskirts. Any encounter? Yep, and near Denerim at that. Shady Thug.
Ah, a fellow traveller of the fair lands. Are you a seeker, perchance? My packs are light, but I have a tome of strange origin. The Deus V Eternus, rumoured to be the last message to a sinful world from the Maker himself.
Not so strange. I have 5 copies.
Ah, will the wonders of this all too small a land never cease? Well, they will for you. Get them!
Quest completed. You had the first and rather final meeting with the Profiteering forger Beha Joam. Right. So we met him at last. Shady Thug. And then Beha Joam himself.
It has begun.
Was I stunned or... Oh, that's paralysis. Very long paralysis.
Going to battle. It always comes to this, doesn't it?
It was quite a long wait, I must say. Oh, they're still here.
Very well.
Vicious. Quite vicious. Was that completely necessary? Well, we did well. I'm even thinking about whether I should go hard difficulty, but let's see how that will proceed. Mage? There is a corpse of a mage. Oh no.
As you say.
Oh no. So they killed the mage here. Bastards. Behajon.
It shall be done.
Half Potis, Cameo Cowl, +2 cunning, 0.5 health regeneration in combat, and gold. Cunning for a mage? I don't think so, no. Not so useful. Why was he so far away from the tower anyway?
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly.
Actually, I've been looking for the Dalish.
I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours?
I'm a Grey Warden. I wish to speak to your leader.
A Grey Warden? How do I know you're telling the truth?
Many people go about pretending to be Grey Wardens, do they?
No, that's true. Perhaps I shall let the Keeper decide for himself. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
This one claims to be a Grey Warden and wishes to speak with the clan. I thought it best to leave the decision to you.
That was wise of you. Maserenus, Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
My name is Sunset. A pleasure to meet you.
Manners. From a Shemlin. Interesting. What might be your mission here? Have you come to spread news of the Blight? I had already sensed the corruption spreading in the south. The existence of the Blight is not news to me. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me. The clan came to the Brecilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
Why did these beasts attack you?
They are savage and unrelenting. They need no reason to attack anyone. What is curious, however, is the ambush. We expect werewolves to be no more cunning than a rabid wolf. The ambush suggests a level of intelligence we've never seen before.
Maybe they aren't as intelligent as you think.
I doubt that. The very curse that is in their blood fills them with an unreasoning rage that precludes any true thought.
Is there no way to help your man?
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself, and that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
But you're going to ask me to get it anyhow, right?
I would not ask such a thing of anyone. You asked, did you not? Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
Have you considered seeking outside help?
From whom? The Children of the Stone? The Shemlin? Do you truly think they have time to spare for us?
You said you could perhaps destroy the curse.
There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect. But it's the only hope we have left.
I'll find this Witherfang for you.
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
Have some questions for you.
Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
Just a moment. Hello, Cazador. Welcome to the stream. How are you? How do I find Witherfang? Do you have any advice?
Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest.
Pretty sad destiny of elves in the lore of Dragon Age. Yeah, actually, I remember when I played it for the first time, the game, I was quite shocked to find elves such a pathetic piece of garbage, and I think that started the change of my attitude towards elves, especially after that, influenced by The Witcher, the game and then the book. So now I'm not a big fan of elves, even of the ones that Tolkien has. Tell me more about this curse that hunters suffer from.
There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it.
So, did all werewolves everywhere stem from Witherfang?
No. The ones from this forest, however, do.
So if a werewolf bites me, then I'll become infected.
It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten.
How do you know if you have been infected by the curse?
You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal.
I misjudged information. Should have been, how do you understand? So nothing special about this guy anyway. How did this curse start?
That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish.
You have precious little time for a person who has his nation dying in front of his eyes and standing in front of one person you've tasked with their saving, but I mean, I already know this guy is an asshole, so what can I say? Something else. I should go, okay.
I must return to caring for my people.
Caring how?
Creator's speed on your way.
You're just standing here next to your tent and that's it. They lose war against humans and god slavers, and also lost old culture because of that war and their immortality. Yeah, so elves really suck at the game. They're really pathetic. Your character is pretty cool, thank you. We got some armor, quite cool armor, and look at Alistair, he also looks quite decent, and yeah, so we're quite strong now and pretty impressive as a party.
Under Atishan, Grey Warden. My name is Lanaya. I am Zathrian's first, what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I've been studying under the Keeper all my life. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two?
Yeah, if you like, go ahead.
I hear the human cities are very large, thousands upon thousands of souls all packed together in their houses. Is that true?
Yes, some are larger than the eye can see.
How very loud that must be with everyone talking all at once. I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. It is a difficult thought.
Well, you are indifferent too. Like the elves here, it will be hard to restrain to harness my annoyance with elves in the game. So sometimes it will leak. They are really ridiculous. Like always complaining about humans, but they cannot comprehend how pathetic they are themselves. So difficult for you, perhaps. Maybe you should try it.
It would be worthwhile to see them with my own eyes. But I do not think I can leave the clan. Perhaps I'm too much of a coward.
You could come with me when I leave.
That is a kind offer, but my work is here. One day, the Keeper will be no more, and I must be ready to lead our clan forward. I have one more question, though I'm not sure you can answer it. Do the humans ever regret what they did to us?
I think some of them do. Not all humans are the same.
And yet, even if some regret, they do nothing. A poet once wrote of them, before the fall of the Dales. Like dragons they fly, glory upon wings. Like dragons, they savage, fearsome, pretty things. But you don't need me to quote poetry to you. Forgive me. Perhaps you have some questions of your own.
What is a Wayward Stone, Cazador? I don't think I've heard of the game. So tell me more about yourself, Lanaya.
I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from.
How did you come to the Dalish if you were so young?
My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans plied the southern routes. One day, bandits killed him, and my parents both. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their servant for several years.
Let me Google that Wayward Stone. I cannot find Wayward Stone game. I see Wayward, the game, but I cannot see Wayward Stone. So maybe you can attach a link, Cazador, because there isn't anything on Google, unfortunately. I'm sorry. It must have been horrible.
It was. The long years of reflection have allowed me to come to terms with it, to put them in perspective. I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and more.
Wayward Realm. The Wayward Realms, you mean? That's the game. RPG, open world, fantasy, first person, gore. I don't know. I'll put it on my wish list just to follow. Similar to Disco Elysium and War Tales. That's interesting. Looks like an indie project to me, because they don't have any other languages, which means they're quite limited on budget. So let's see. But I'm not gonna play it when it gets released because I have such a list of games to play that suggesting I play anything is quite futile, I must say. What's going on here? I forgot to close the notifications for the stream. Okay, everything seems to be in order relatively. You said that the Dalish rescued you from those bandits.
The bandits killed a scout when the clan passed near their camp. When the clan discovered him, Zathrian came looking for his killers. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he finally caught up to us, he fell on the bandits like a terror. No one could stop him. I sat there and I watched him attack them in a blur, and I reveled in every blow. When he saw me, the fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan, and I've been here ever since.
What's your opinion? Did you like it? You mean the screenshots? Well, they were quite... I don't want to sound negative, but they were like generic, and I didn't watch the video, so maybe the gameplay will be something special. I mean, it's really hard to make something spectacular nowadays with... I mean, I don't know. I need to see at least some gameplay, and it's always, you know, quite subjective. You have to start playing a game, and then you will understand. Like some games I fell in love with during the first hours. It happens more and more rarely, unfortunately, but such examples are like Farthest Frontier, Village Builder, Planet Crafter. It's an exploration base builder, and before that, The Sinking City, an action game in Lovecraft and Sherlock Holmes settings. So it's basically Oblivion RPG with parkour and different creatures in the world. Well, I mean, I don't know. To make Oblivion is a very hard task. So they said that, for example, what was that game called? I don't even remember. There was something released by Obsidian Entertainment this year or last year. What was the game called? And I saw reviews that NPCs there were quite inactive in comparison to Oblivion. For instance, Oblivion was released like 15 years ago or more. Director was the same guy who helped create Daggerfall, Morrowind, and Oblivion. All right. But you know what I also might point out is that nowadays there is a lot of excessive marketing based on this is the guy who created The Witcher, this is the guy who washed toilets when The Witcher was created, this is the guy who brought coffee for people who created Baldur's Gate, this is the marketing specialist who gave out brochures in the street when Doom 3 was promoted, and so on and so forth. Like there is a lot of name dropping, and I'm not sure if, I mean, it was interesting when it just started, but nowadays I'm not sure. I think they're just parasiting on that. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm being just quite toxic in this respect. You know, I've seen so many games already, and at the same time, time is... sorry for the tautology, but time is an important resource in my life, and I normally now play only the games that I love very much. And so if when I was, for example, 17 or 20, I could play a lot of stuff that I didn't like so much, but I just liked it. On the other hand, I loved playing some really marvelous games. Still, I didn't play something indie that much. Hard to say. So it's all quite subjective again. I even enjoyed putting parkour in medieval fantasy. Yeah, that sounds intriguing. I agree. That sounds intriguing. So we just need to wait and see. Didn't you have family you could have returned to? I mean, she just told us her parents died, but maybe somebody else was left.
It's possible I might have had some, maybe many. Zathrian offered to take me back, but I had no idea where I was from, and I wanted to stay with the man who rescued me. The clan is my family. Any others out there? It's best they believe that little girl died with her parents. For now, the clan is all I need. My old world could not have offered me all this, and the knowledge of a keeper as well. Perhaps one day, when I am keeper, I might inquire out of curiosity. I'm not sure what lies down that road except pain, however.
How do you become a keeper?
I am not a keeper. I am Zathrian's first. Though because I was not born into the clan, becoming his first was very difficult. We Dalish have old traditions. The clans come from the ranks of the nobility that once ruled the Dales, you see. The keepers of those old clans have the strongest and purest blood that reaches back to the days of Arlathan. I had to compete against the other candidates for first, to be better than them in everything, simply because I was not of the old blood.
Do they resent your success?
No. Zathrian told me that time would take away their prejudices, and it did. They became used to me. The clan has placed great trust in me. One day, I will lead them and be the one who secures our future.
Why are the Dalish so hostile?
They have reason. Since the days of Arlathan, my people have been either subjugated or homeless.
But I'm not responsible for what's been done to the elves.
Aren't you? You're human, and to many of them, you represent the humiliations our people have suffered for generations. You may not have been personally responsible, but such feelings are not easily overruled by logic or fairness.
I quite agree, actually. I might share the unpopular opinion of collective responsibility to some extent. You aren't hostile. I suppose you're right, yeah.
Perhaps this may change one day, but I believe the humans would have to take the first steps, if they are capable.
Who is this Arlathan you mentioned?
It was our ancestral home, long ago when the humans first came to these lands. We were free then, and immortal. We did not know how to deal with the humans, and in the end, they turned their power against us and destroyed Arlathan. Our ancestors were enslaved, and our culture lost forever.
Does Arlathan still exist?
Not to my knowledge. According to the old tales, the human mages sank Arlathan into the ground, crushing it beneath the rock.
But the elves were eventually freed, right?
Yes, after a millennium of slavery, Andraste herself freed our people. She who was your maker's chosen.
But you don't worship the Maker.
We worship the creators, as we always have. We give thanks to Andraste for her part in our freedom, but we do not worship her or her god.
Didn't Arlathan fight back?
The Tevinter Imperium was a force to be reckoned with. It was ruled by mages with powerful blood magic. Though Arlathan fought, they lost.
Elves were immortal then.
They died, but not of an aged body as other races do. Not until the humans came. According to the legends, association with humans caused us to quicken. Our blood sped, and we began to age. So we avoided them naturally. And then we were enslaved by them for 1,000 years. And in so doing, we all were quickened permanently and our immortality destroyed. Or so the old tales say.
But you could get your lifespan back? No?
In time and with seclusion. We Dalish have lengthy lifespans, and they will get longer. Zathrian himself has lived many centuries, though that is unusual even for us.
I can see why you resent humans then.
Shemlen, we call them. Quick children. I suppose it takes a certain arrogance to look upon another people as children, no? Perhaps we should be more heedful of our own role in Arlathan's loss. Even so, it was a bitter lesson to learn. One we are not grateful for.
Your homeland was called the Dales, I thought.
That was our second homeland. Our first was the great city of Arlathan. The Dales came when they were freed from enslavement. Elves everywhere journeyed hundreds and thousands of miles to the Dales, eager to start their lives anew. They called it the Long Walk. They reached the Dales and made it their own. And one day it was taken from us too, and you wonder why we are hostile.
Is there no way to get on your clan's good side?
It requires an individual to prove he is not the outsider we have come to expect. Your own task to help our clan is certainly a step in the right direction.
I want to ask something else.
Certainly.
Tell me more about yourself.
I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but
Okay.
I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from.
Okay, what does a keeper do exactly?
A keeper is, first and foremost, the leader of the clan. He decides where we go and when we shall move. He's also responsible for knowing the clan's ancient lore and passing it on to the others in the clan. Without a keeper, the clan's knowledge is lost forever, so the clan protects him like no other.
What can you tell me about Zathrian?
Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself. He is the keeper of this clan and has been for a very long time. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them.
Lost much? What has he lost?
He lost his family a very long time ago. I don't know the story, but I understand the circumstances were horrific.
I should go.
As you wish. Darth Shirel.
Lathan. Another story. A chest. I think if I remember correctly, if I touch the chest...
Please leave that be. If you have need of equipment, I am sure Master Verathorn can help you.
Zathrian said I could have what's inside here?
Please do not lie to me. I find it most unbecoming.
And what if I touch it again?
You have betrayed the trust of my clan, and no doubt stolen from us. Zathrian shall hear of this, I assure you.
I don't care.
I suppose I should not be surprised. Zathrian was right. I'm too
Songbook. Okay, I see. I see. Let's not extend their hospitality.
Yes? Have you another question?
No.
As you wish.
Zathrian, maybe you can?
Yes? What is it you need? Have you news?
I spoke to Lanai about you.
And what did she have to say?
She said that you have been keeper for a long time. Very long time.
That's true. Hundreds of years, if you must know. Slowly the Dalish will all know once again the agelessness of the elves. For now, only a few of us have regained that ability. But I cannot say any more on that. I trust your curiosity is sated.
She told me you'd lost your family, but wouldn't say how.
I would rather not speak of it. It is very painful for me, even now after so long. The werewolves were responsible. That is all you need to know, and should adequately explain my hatred of them, no? Let us leave it at that.
Aren't you supposed to... Okay. Other questions?
Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily. I must...
Okay, about
Yes?
equipment.
Then I suggest you see Master Verathorn. I will instruct him to put aside some supplies for you, the kind that the hunters use.
Thank you.
I must return.
You must return. Return. See Laiz. And next is Andriel. New codex. Did I get XP for that, I wonder? Verathorn. Athras. Mitra. I want to start with the one that greeted me first.
I shall do it.
It's more interesting, kind of more becoming. Is this how I leave the place? Yes, it is.
Anathara, Grey Warden. So you're the Grey Warden who is supposed to save us? I never thought an outsider would ever do anything for us.
I trust there are no hard feelings about my questioning of you when you arrived. We Dalish must protect ourselves from trouble at all times.
I understand.
Had we known a Grey Warden was coming, we might have arranged a different reception. But I wish you good fortune with your task. Darth Shiral.
That's all?
Be careful in the camp. We are not used to outsiders walking amongst us, remember.
I remember. Elf fruit. Wooden crates, scout's bow, colored inks. This is a collection of colored inks. Elf nurse.
I'm sorry, but I must attend to our ailing fallen.
Serral, Kamen, hunter, elf child, elf woman, hunter, elf child, elf girl, hunter. Elf fruits.
It shall be done.
This is the exit to the wilds, I understand. Another elf girl. Elf woman.
So, you are the Grey Warden who is supposed to save us? I
Mm-hmm.
never thought I would hear of an outsider
That's me.
fighting for us.
Scout's bow, another one. A hunter. Non-interactable. Pile of sacks. Are they okay that I'm walking around opening
Ask away.
chests? Ice arrow and love letter. Codex updated, another one. My elf fruit. The herbalist suggested powdered Bronto horn. I was very discreet. Your sunflower. I guess some issues with lovemaking. What's this chest? It's so... Elf, flight, arrow, chance to stun, +6 attack. Whoa.
I shall do it.
If I can buy those arrows. Eldest of the Sun.
As you say.
God of Vengeance, that was all I could read properly. Pile of scrolls. This appears to be a various first-hand accounts of something. Darmisu. Still. Okay, so we found the sword. Then Harel. The Dread Wolf. A lot of stories here, I remember. Enough to read forever. Especially that our journal is actually full of stuff that I haven't read so far.
There are places where those horns bring huge prices. Can cure diseases, so they say.
And improve your sexual activity, it looks like. From that love letter, at least. Gilanine.
It is begun.
Another one. So, can I help her? Let's see.
Who comes? Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach.
Who are you?
My name is Alora. I am the Master Herder in charge of caring for the Hala. Not as exciting as being a Grey Warden, but the Hala are vital to us.
What is a Hala?
They are the noble beasts that pull our Aravel. What humans call land ships. They are our companions and our guides.
They are not your mounts?
We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude.
So why have you separated this one from the others?
I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery. For her sake, as well as that of the others.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful.
Survival. Examine the Hala.
And? What do you think?
Truly cannot tell.
I am glad you attempted it regardless.
Survival. Try to calm the Hala.
No. No, I'm sorry. She isn't calming any more around you than she is for me.
Oh. I'm sorry, I tried my best.
I know. It was kind of you to try.
I should go.
I will watch her for a while longer and see if her condition changes. I am grateful for your assistance, friend.
Quest updated. Greater survival skill would likely be needed to tell for certain.
Your wish?
Alistair, can you do that?
Come to check on my Hala and I again, have you?
Alistair, you need to probably have survival skill level 2 maybe. And it will require cunning. For real. So another point will have to be stolen from Alistair. Well, Dragon Age. Aloras Hallam. Two or more ranks in survival is sufficient to calm. So I need to wait, unfortunately, until I have better survival. Who has survival? Dragon Age Origins Companions. Well, we'll have to wait until probably level 12, because I leveled up.
Tell me.
And I wasn't given a chance to improve my skill, if I remember correctly. So I'll just need to come back to this Hala later. The quest is gonna be active.
Very well.
Haven't I checked on the statue already? Strange.
Come to check on my Hala and I
don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her?
I wish I did, but I cannot. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll come back later then. Shouldn't forget about the quest, but I don't think I will. Let's talk to the others, to the other interactable people. Let's begin with Sarah.
We few wanderers greet you, Shemlin. We understand you are venturing into the haunted forest to save our brethren. I suspect your efforts may be in vain. An entire group of our hunters went into the forest to do as you intend, and they have not returned.
If I'm lucky, maybe I can find them.
An outsider to the rescue, but of course. What were we doing trying to solve our own problems?
I'm just trying to help your people.
Nothing will help us now. Least of all the meddling of an outsider.
You are being most unkind, Cyril. Would you refuse our hunters' help simply because of the hand that offered it?
You shame me, Lethalan. I have allowed my bitterness to cloud my better judgment. Forgive me, Grey Warden. It is most difficult to forget the lessons the Shemlin have taught us. Perhaps I can yet make amends. Stay while I spin a tale for our children. And then I will tell you of the forest if you desire.
Yes, I'd like that.
Come and join us then, all of you. Now, what say we tell the story of the fall of the Dales? Which of you children knows that best?
I think I do.
Yes? Then come, child. Oh, don't be frightened of the outsiders. Now, where do you suppose such a tale should begin?
When we were slaves?
Yes. Long ago, our people were slaves to an empire the Shemlin had built on the darkest magic. They took away our history and our language and left us nothing. And then that empire fell, and we were freed.
Because Andraste came with her army, and Shartan joined her.
Yes. Andraste, the Shemlin prophet, came out of the south and challenged the Tevinter Imperium. Our ancestor, Shartan, fought at her side. And when the rebellion came to an end, we were given a new homeland in the west, the Dales. We began to rebuild the culture and history we had lost in our years of slavery. We worshipped the creators and made the Dales our home. Perhaps you know what happened next, stranger. Do you know what happened to the Dales?
No, I really couldn't say.
Could not say, or will not. What do you say, child? Can you tell us what happened to the Dales?
The Shemlin wouldn't let us be.
Indeed. They resented that we would not worship their maker, and they resented our ways because they were so different from their own. The Shemlin nations grew cold towards the Dales. They called us blasphemers and tyrants, and declared war upon us, a great crusade.
Not every human felt that way, I'm sure.
And which is worse? The actions of those who believed they were right, or the inaction of those who knew they were wrong? Oh, I am certain we played a part in our downfall. We believed that the Shemlin would not revoke their prophet's gift so lightly. We were wrong. They took our lands, forcing us to abandon our gods and live as beggars in Shemlin cities. But there were those of us who refused to abandon our ways. They emblazoned the symbols of the creators upon their flesh and vowed to keep their ancient lore alive.
That's us. That's the Dalish.
Indeed, child. We chose to wander, homeless, rather than be ruled by the Shemlin. And all our clans wander alone until the day we have a homeland once more.
And we bring the old ways back to our people, because they have forgotten it all.
For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost lore.
The walkers of the lonely path.
We are the Elvenan, and never again shall we submit. And that is the tale of the Dales, stranger. Thank you for allowing us to tell it to you.
Perhaps you'll allow me to tell a story as well?
Perhaps another time. You are the guest here, and one who may yet prove of great help to our ailing hunters. Now, as I said I would, I can tell you what I know of the Brisilian forest. Do you wish to hear it?
Well, yes. Tell me of the forest.
Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brisilian forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees, grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both.
What does that have to do with the werewolves?
So much death in one place tore the veil into the beyond. The Shemlin know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves.
Mm-hmm. So there are many spirits in the forest.
The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see.
Mm-hmm. There were battles in the forest?
Who can say what value the Imperium placed on this land? And how many elves died here, in slavery? Even the barbarians, who came to overthrow the Imperium, fought and died on this soil.
Mm-hmm. How many werewolves are there?
No one knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is.
Mm-hmm. Have the hunters become werewolves?
It is said that 1 or 2 have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you?
This Witherfang still exists today?
So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age, as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zathrian himself.
Mm-hmm. That's all I need to know.
One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
Mm-hmm. Right. Thanks. Why is he still highlighted?
Is there something you need?
Have you ever heard of an elf named Nairin?
I appreciate you trying to find him, but what are the chances?
Anaren the healer?
You know Anaren?
He lives? No, it can't be him. Perhaps it is a common elven name.
No, I know of only one Anaren.
Ah, it makes sense. Anaren said that he was from the human cities. You are old friends, then?
Hmm. If it is the same Anaren, then yes, Wynne knows him.
If you seek Anaren, you must venture into the forest. He prefers to be amidst the trees and the animals.
Thank you all so much.
I should go.
Dareth Shirral.
Quest updated. The Dalish elves mentioned a wise healer living out in the Brazilian forest named Anaren. Could it be the same Anaren the Wynne mentioned? That Wynne mentioned. Perhaps we should arrange for a reunion between the two. Now then, next one. Kamen.
Hello?
Hello yourself. Who are you? And there is no need to be afraid of me.
Of course. I'm very sorry. It's just that we don't get many visitors. Like you, I mean. Of your kind.
Of my kind?
I didn't mean it like that. Can we start over? I am Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
Why can't you?
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
Try me. I might surprise you.
I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
Who's Gaina?
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
There must be some way to solve your problem.
You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
Perhaps I could talk to Gaina for you.
I suppose you could, but what good would that do? The situation hasn't changed.
Why not go into the forest anyway?
But the keeper said, no, I just can't. What if I encountered a werewolf? I couldn't defeat one of those on my own.
Why not come with me then?
The keeper would know right away if I left camp. Masiranis for the offer, however. That's very kind of you.
Have you tried wooing Gaina?
Wooing? I don't understand.
Have you tried giving her a gift?
A gift? No, that wouldn't be appropriate. Not before we're married.
Right. How about really showing you love?
I've serenaded her, and we've talked many times under the moon. But that doesn't matter if I'm still an apprentice. Not to her.
Right. Why do you bother?
Because I love her. I really do. I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Let me think of something else then.
Such as?
I'll have to get back to you.
All right. I'm not going anywhere anyhow.
There were questions that we could ask.
What do you want now? I told you everything already.
No, I have some other questions. Oh, what?
Oh, what do you want now?
Oh, he refused. He said no questions. Okay, Gaina is... That's Athros, god of the croft. Represents June, this landmark tent. That's for the dog. Where is Gaina? Mitra, Dalish apprentice. I'm either blind or probably I'm blind. I see the apprentice. Yeah, and Varathorn. And I see Athros. But I don't see any sitting girl. Ah, here she is.
Andarin Atishan, outsider.
You're Gaina, correct? Kamen mentioned you.
You spoke to him? What did he say?
He's the third option. He said that you refused to give him your hand.
Oh. I don't expect an outsider to understand our ways, but I just can't bond with Kamen. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I?
If you love him, doesn't matter what he is, does it?
But what if he never becomes a proper hunter? What will become of our family?
If you love him, then believe in him and help him succeed.
Oh, you are right. I have made poor Kamen miserable. No wonder he cannot complete his hunt. Masiranas, thank you. You have helped me put this into perspective. I will go and speak to Kamen.
This is lame. What's happening is pure lameness, but fine.
Kamen, I have been a fool.
Gaina? What do you mean? Have you changed your mind?
I have. The outsider has helped me to see that I was wrong. I have made you miserable, and I should not have.
But what about my hunt?
I don't care about that. I know you will pass your hunt in time, and we will be happy. Us and our children.
Thank you, Gaina. You've made me a happy man. I feel blessed by the gods today. We are both very grateful for the part you've played in bringing us together.
How marvelous you are. I am so happy.
This is so wonderful. Young love allowed to flourish.
Keep your comments to
Here,
yourself.
Take this. It's been in my family for a very long time, but I hope it plays some part in your battle against the Darkspawn. It's the very least we could do.
Quest completed. Leonard approves. Items received. Item. I wish I knew what item he gave us. The Tale of Iloran. This book, acquired from Kamen, relays the tale of Iloran in its most cherished form. Is it a gift, or this book acquired Kamen relates the tale of Iloran in its most cherished form? What am I supposed to do with it? Present it, or no, really? It's not interactable. The Tale of Iloran. The Tale of Iloran. Very strange. But fine, let it be in our inventory for now. It will be useful later, as far as I can understand from the internet. What next? We've talked to these. Next one to talk to is Athras.
Andera Natishan, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
I don't mind, I understand.
That is very generous of you. Most would assume we are unkind as a rule, and that is not the case. Especially not to a Grey Warden. But we have lost much, and it is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
You do not seem very happy about that.
None of us are happy about this situation, and I least of all. But I shouldn't speak too much about this, especially with an outsider. I am sure you have little interest in my problems.
Please, I'd like to hear about it.
It's odd to talk so freely with a stranger, but perhaps you can help me. My wife Denilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Denilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her. If I could just know if Delilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
I will seek her out in the forest.
I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
It's an interesting quest. I will explain to you what I'm gonna do with it later. It's a difficult feat. I'm not sure whether it will be successful or not.
Yes? What is it you need? Have you news?
Questions?
Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
Could you tell me what happened to Delilah?
She was one of the first to succumb to the curse. She is dead.
Where's her body? Can I see it?
Of course not. She is buried, as is our way. Athras is a grief-stricken man who seeks hope that does not exist. He will accept what has happened in time. I must
freaking liar. How could you...
Anathara, I should get back to work before Master Verathorn skins me alive.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Verathorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Verathorn.
And so they should. Truly the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need?
What exactly do you make here?
I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest. Ironbark. The keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
What if I found some iron bark for you?
I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. If you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
What kind of item would you make?
I excel in making blades from the ironbark, or perhaps a breastplate. Provided there's enough wood, that is.
Okay. I'll take a look when I'm in the forest.
That would please me. So long as our hunters come first.
I was told you could supply me with equipment.
Yes, the keeper sent word that you might ask me for such. I took the liberty of assembling some goods that our hunters use. I notice you've already found the chest I placed it in. Feel free to sort through and take whatever you found there, if you've not done so already.
Oh, I see. Is there any other equipment you could spare?
I have nothing left that the clan could spare, but we do have goods that we were going to bring to the Shemlin villages to barter with.
Okay, let's barter.
I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Perhaps. Silver brooch. It's a gift. I don't need any more gifts, actually. Elf rope, nature resistance, chastened ropes, defense, Dalish armor, +1 dexterity, elf light arrow. How much for all of those? 20 golden coins. Can you imagine how expensive they are? How expensive. Awful. But quite amazing arrows. Rare iron bark. New quest. And I think we've collected all the quests from here. So how about we go to the forest I think it will be possible later to travel directly to the forest if I do it now. Area unlocked, West Brazilian Forest. Here I am. Let's see what we have here.
What manner of beast is this?
Where? The Blight Wolf, you mean? Bam. Resisted. Bam. Oh. Werewolves. So many.
It is done.
Quite simple. Quite simple. Blight Wolf. Lesser Injury Kit. Skeleton, Alfruit. Alfruit.
I shall do it.
Alfruit. Andraste's Grease. I wonder what that is. Then again, Deathroot. A lot of Deathroots.
It is begun.
Skeleton. Leather helm.
Very well.
Another elfroot. Tent, fire pit, bedroll. Who can we find there, I wonder? So we can cross by the bridge, I understand, can we? Or we cannot, we cannot. Okay, we have to go down. Alrighty. Let's go converse.
The Watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. The Dalish and the human of all things to repay us for our attack, to put us in our place. What bitter irony.
It's kind of not a spoiler, but a hint. And who are you supposed to be?
You speak to Swift Runner. I lead my cursed brothers and sisters. Turn back now. Go back to the Dalish and tell them that you have failed. Tell them we will gladly watch them suffer the same curse we have suffered for too long. We will watch them pay.
I would prefer to talk to you. I mean no harm.
Was it not Zathrian who sent you? He wishes only our destruction, never to talk.
Tell me more about this curse of yours.
You know nothing, do you? Nothing of us, and even less of those you serve. You are a fool, and we are done talking. Run from the forest while you can. Run to the Dalish and tell them they are doomed.
I don't want to fight, but neither can I retreat.
I do not wish to fight you either, but we cannot trust you. Come, brothers and sisters, let us retreat. The forest has eyes of its own, and it will deal with intruders as it always has.
Right. Right. Andraste's Grace. A flower.
It is begun.
A gift. A small white wildflower commonly known as Andraste's Grace. Oh, it's a gift. There was a corpse somewhere. Oh yeah, here we go. A Templar. A Templar.
I shall do it.
Short bow. Okay. Templar walked quite far. Need to dial down the volume again. Where next must I go? I guess I have to cross the river and see what we have there. Another elf route. Who am I fighting? Werewolves. I'm sorry.
Maker! As you said, it shall be done.
For the Grey Warden!
And was the nut. Very well.
Sorry, werewolves.
It shall be done.
I didn't mean to do that. But you attacked me and left me no choice. Corpse. Magister's Clinch. Belt. Reduces hostility plus 10% to healing effects received. Yeah, I think we will give that to Liliana, so she will have to be very safe this way. Can I give her this Andraste's Grace flower?
Flowers? Thank you. They're very pretty.
These are your mother's flowers, aren't they? No, let's make it a surprise. Don't you recognize them?
These were her favorite. I haven't seen these in such a long time. They smell just like Mother used to. Thank you. Thank you so much for remembering.
You're welcome. Okay, that is now taken care of. Well, okay, let's not wait. Let's not make Dagon wait. Poor elf.
What? Who comes?
You're badly wounded. What happened to you?
We were sent to find Witherfang. Bring his heart. Attacked.
Take the hunter back to the Dalish camp.
And Darren Atishan, Grey Warden. Our scouts saw you approaching and tell me you carry the body of one of our hunters with you. Ah, Dagon. He is wounded, but I think he will live.
I'm glad we were able to help him. Thank the Maker we returned to the Dalish in time. He must have watched over this man.
Ma Syranas, your help is appreciated. Come, Lethaline, let us take Dagon to the Keeper, and quickly. If we are lucky, we may still save him.
New quest. Quest completed. You found a wounded elven hunter Dagon in the forest and brought him back to his clan. They were very thankful that you found him. Okay, and let's get back to the mission. Elfroot. see, I have to cross. I wonder if I'm going to be able to talk to Dagon when I come back. I missed this elf route because
It shall be done.
I was attacked by plenty of werewolves. Fallen tree.
There, more of the fiends ahead.
Herlocks. Order. What? No. Alistair, could you please use assault?
Hey, watch it!
Orders?
Off I go.
What's going on? Animation. While you're doing this, your friends are fighting a very bad battle. Help them. Okay, they will handle it, I'm sure. Garnet inside this one. Silver cord and some silver coins. How's it going? Why are they all ignoring me? Because they tried to attack Alistair, who is the biggest threat in their eyes. Unsurprisingly, I made him like that. Okay. What? Who? Why? Oh, come on.
It shall be done.
Too many. Oh, gravestone, mystical site of power. Interesting now. I think I remember oxbone and painted sky ball. Painted sky ball. It's like a globe, I guess. What is this fallen tree, damn it? Iron bark. Somewhat blue in color, this rare wood is found only in the Brazilian forest. It is surprisingly strong and is very light. Okay.
We must not exhaust our supplies.
Ooh. Whoa.
It has begun. Back.
I don't remember that. I didn't remember that. Wow. That was impressive. Death root. No, don't venture forth yet. We'll do that later, but we found one exit from this location. What next? There is also an elf root over here. There is elf root over there. More werewolves. I wonder what rabbit werewolves are. I mean, what the difference is with a normal one. This is another passage. Another passage to the next location. I'm not taking it yet. What we have here? Saving game. Why? Ah, I see. I think I know.
Very well. There is no glory in bloodshed.
I think I know why. Get up already. Yeah, I know why. Something interesting is coming next. But Let me first come back and fix some stuff that I left behind. Namely that mystical site of power. Gravestone. You see a tombstone before you, it gives you an uneasy feeling. Site of
As you say.
power. I activated something. What? And how do I go the... Landmark tree, bedroll, fire pit, and tent. Maybe after I clicked on that sigil there should be something happening. No, really. What must be done next? There were some corpses scattered here and there. Don't remember how to make it work, but I remember there was some sequence. Can't recall what sequence. Maybe there was some summoning that happened. Let's run around and check. Great bear. Not so great.
Still alive.
Not so great. Liliana leveled up. How did the bear come here? Attracted by the corpse of the Templar, I understand. Most strange. Haven't found anything interesting. Something should have happened when I activated that sigil. Something must have happened. I cannot see what. Gravestone. These will definitely stand up when the time comes, but how do I activate? Maybe there'll be more such places that will activate the thing. Liliana, let's level you up. What do you have? Level 12 and you are level 11. So can I need to invest 2 points into cunning and maybe 1 point into strength. Will be in physical combat. Dexterity is about chances to hit. So archer and dual weapon fighting styles demand high dexterity to master, making this attribute a favorite for rogues. Wait a moment. What about archery here? Defensive fire. 28 dexterity, by the way. I need to really increase my dexterity. 28, so 2 points here. 1 point here. And I'll be able to have this one next time. So for now, let's go with defensive fire. But I won't activate
Ask
it.
me anything.
I don't need that. I'm okay with being an offensive archer. I'll insult everyone with my arrows. Let's go talk to our oak.
We must have victory.
Our skill has won the day.
Crazy creatures. Two at the same time. Gosh, they're very slow, thankfully. I'm not sure I landed my blow at all. How does it happen that I fight 2 Sylvans at once and I kill them faster than if I were fighting 1? Will you just stop this, please? Too many trees to kill. I feel kind of cruel doing this, to be honest. Where am I running? I'm running back to where I killed some werewolves, but there isn't anything interesting there. Weird. Okay. Landmark tree. That's for my Mabari, if I had my Mabari with me. This campsite appears remarkably intact. The tents and bedrolls are covered with leaves, but are dry and whole. The fire pit smokes and possesses embers enough to build into a small flame. There are no signs of any inhabitants.
This is strange. The werewolves would not use such a camp, would they? Whoever this belongs to must be nearby.
You're probably right. Keep an eye out. You get no hint of danger, though it strikes you as odd that the camp is abandoned. Perhaps searching the camp will give more clues as to its nature. Let's search the camp, sure. You look inside the tent and are surprised by how dry and cozy it feels. It is clean but empty. What a pleasant place to rest your head.
The elven hunters didn't set this up. How strange. And yet it all just seems so friendly. I want to do nothing but remain.
I want to know what's going on. We're not leaving. It takes all your strength to step back from the tent. A wave of weariness washes through you despite your efforts to resist it. So it's an enchanted glade. Bedroll. Examine the bedroll. It looks clean and warm. You feel like you haven't slept in ages. It would be so nice to curl up and sleep.
I feel magic here. Draining my strength. We must leave. And soon.
I feel it too. We need to stay awake. You turn away from the bedroll, but only reluctantly. The lure of sleep is almost overpowering. I'll take my melatonin pill now, sorry. A good moment to do that. Very narrative related. And finally the fire pit. Examine the remains of the fire pit. It has been untended for several hours at most. The embers draw you in, almost hypnotizing you.
The lights in the fire. They are so pretty. The flickering, glowing warmth, comfort. I wish I could just lie here and...
Stop. We need to get away from this now. Unable to resist the strange siren call, you trudge back to the tents and quickly collapse and drift off into a blissful sleep. Greater shade. What will happen if I use Earthquake?
As you say.
It didn't hurt the shade at all. Ah, I can revive my character, my main character. What am I doing?
Now we do battle. Our skill has won the day.
With the shade destroyed, the fog seems to lift. The camp that was here is ancient, and the remnants of the shade's victims all lie as if sleeping still.
How long has that spirit lingered there, and how many has it preyed upon? I shudder to think of it.
Quite impressive.
My love?
3 people were knocked unconscious because of the shade. Greater shade. Coins. Dar Misan. The sword.
It shall be done.
Blank vellum. Dar Misu. And the chest. In the chest, Greater Health Potis, Greater Elixir of Grounding, Dusk Ring, +3 Cunning, -1 Strength, and Dalish Gloves. These gloves are made of supple leather and lined with soft rabbit fur. Great Elixir of Grounding, Dusk Ring, +3 Cunning. If I had known... But I mean, I want Leliana to have some strength, right? Or some better armor. Cunning is not that prioritized right now. I will get some, of course, some useful stuff like lockpicking, but other than that, I need nothing more. So let's talk to the Grand Oak Tree now. Stop. First activate all the necessary spells.
As you wish.
So we're ready.
What manner of beast be thee that comes before this elder tree?
Can't you see me? I'm a human.
Ah, yes. I remember thy kind. So brief of life, and all but blind to the peril you cause, the lives you take. Such chaos is sown within thy wake. Allow me a moment to welcome thee. I am called the Grand Oak, sometimes the Elder Tree.
The world is certainly full of marvelous, unexpected creations. Each day we see something that we never thought possible.
Wow.
And unless thou think'st it far too soon, might I ask of thee a boon?
Why do you speak in rhymes?
I do not know. Why dost thou not? Thy words seem plain, a mundane lot. Perhaps a poet's soul's in me. Does that make me a poetry?
Poetry, yeah, I get it.
It was but a simple jest, a jibe to entertain my guest.
What's this boon you mentioned?
I have but one desire, to solve a matter very dire. As I slept one early morn, a thief did come and steal an acorn.
Acorn?
All I have is my being, my seed. Without it, I am alone indeed. I cannot go and seek it out, yet I shall die if left without.
I will help you, of course.
Go to the east to find this man. I shall await. Do what thou can.
Missed the chance to interview.
My acorn is still gone, so I pray to thee. Hast thou any news for me?
No, nothing yet. I missed the chance to interview the creature. My stupidity betrayed me. Not betrayed me, actually. Forced my hand, rather. A human, then why are you speaking rhymes? Poetry. What are you exactly?
Jest. I am an elder oak and nothing more. Though once I dreamt of a time before when I roamed the world and howled with pain, not of this world, but twixt and twain. Perhaps I was a spirit then, a wandering thing drawn to this glen. But then that spirit joined with a tree. Since then, a tree is all I be.
It just seems that the other trees are far more hostile.
Of the Sylvans, this is true. They are quite mad, their virtues few. A spirit trapped within a tree, no mouth to scream or eyes to see. A cage of bark, a prison wood, a thing of rage where nature stood. So twisted Sylvan they become, but I am not the same as some. I accept my fated oaken home. I feel no need to rage and roam.
I would like to know more of this forest.
I can only speak to what a tree may see. It may not help you, but it is enough for me.
Why is it called the Brazilian forest exactly?
That is but a human name, one placed upon this land their claim. A claim they stole from ancient elves, whom they first killed, and were killed themselves.
They were elves who lived here.
It was the elves who planted the seeds, raised the forest, saw to its needs. But that was all so long ago. That they are dead is all I know.
What happened here to make the forest like this?
A great war, perhaps. I cannot tell. I was not here when it befell. but many deaths here, all the same. And with the deaths, the spirits came. The spirits entered corpse and tree, and most went mad, as thou canst see. The forest had a spirit of its own, from back when its first seeds were sown. Perhaps she died of grief that day, or perhaps she simply went away. Or perhaps the wares are the ones to blame, for the day she left is the day they came.
I don't understand.
I speak as clearly as I see. Plainer than this, I cannot be.
Is there anything around here of note?
Most of what was is overgrown, leaving only broken stone. Perhaps some ruins remain free of rot. I know not where, I see them not.
Where can I find Witherfang's lair?
In the center of the forest the wares do dwell, or so go the tales my fellows tell. But they cannot be followed there. The forest doth protect the wares.
What is the forest? Why do the trees protect them?
Perhaps wares use magic to command the trees. All I know is they move as they please.
Is there any other way to get to the center of the forest?
Perform the boon as I ask, and I shall reward thee for the task. I have but one desire, to solve a matter very dire.
Yeah.
As I slept one early morn, a thief did come and steal an acorn.
What is so special about that?
All I have is my being.
Okay, I'll help you. And we got the quest, and we know that there is nothing to be said apart from that, from the tree. Now I'm still wondering how to activate. Why saving? Why saving? Suspicious, isn't that? Maybe after I talked to the tree, the gravestone got activated. Blight wolves and werewolves. They're coming. Whirlwind. You guys have no chance against me, okay?
I must maintain.
They really lock, all of them lock onto Alistair. Really, they do. And my
It is begun.
archer and my mage are completely safe because everyone wants to kill Alistair. Nobody is even paying attention to the warden, which is quite impressive. So what about this place, the graveyard? Still nothing. There were werewolves who attacked me, but other than that, it is safe. I want to get back to the main map. Wait a second. Is it a dead end? Yes, it is. But why? Alrighty, let's get back to the Dalish Elves. Saving game again. What's there? Black bear? Great bear. What is going on here? Bears. Those are stronger than just one bear. You don't get it, where they come from. Relax, relax. Stop your... what do we call it? Not antiques, but... there is a good word for theatrical stuff, theatrical performance. And I can't recall... histrionics, yeah. Stop your histrionics. There's nobody to impress. But, well, I mean, I am impressed. After all, there are so many creatures that I did not expect to encounter, and yet they come upon my head and try to kill me. Very interesting. That place, though, still hasn't been activated. Very strange, very. Okay, let's go back to the Elven camp and maybe the game thought that I would be coming back this way. I mean, obviously, because I have no other way around, and so there were ambushes kind of preventing me from going back safely. Saving game. Why now? What the? Maybe because bears were waiting there. Get a party and venture forth. Ah, so it looks like I cannot teleport directly. Let's wait, let's not jump to conclusions yet. So we have Cyril. Any conversation with Cyril?
Thank you for returning Dagon to us.
You're welcome. What do you know about werewolves?
We know only what Zathrian has told us over the years. I never saw one myself until the attack.
If they're so mindless, how did they ambush you?
Some of us have wondered. The Keeper says they are simply cunning, that any beast can lie in wait. But this seemed more than that.
It was planned. These are no simple beasts.
Then the real question is why the Keeper would insist that it is not so.
Maybe because he is a filthy liar? Hello, Matt Knox. Welcome, welcome. Those bears are unbearable indeed. Why would he lie?
I do not believe he would. But even the wisest of men do not always see the truth in front of them. Nor do they always wish to.
How does one fight them?
The hunters say they have strength and speed far beyond what's ordinary, and are as tough as such beasts come. Like wolves, they hunt in packs so as to combine their strength. But in the end, a blade kills them as surely as it does any other. What you need to fear is their bite. If you are infected, you are done. Though not right away, and not all at once.
If they are so mindless, how did they ambush you? Ah, okay, we know.
Then the real question is why the Keeper.
Why would he
I
lie?
do not believe he would.
How does one
What you need to
fight
fear
them?
is their
Do they
bite.
have any strange
If you're
abilities?
infected, as you know, they can shapeshift into wolves, allowing them to hide amidst the true wolves.
Is there a way to prevent being afflicted by their curse?
Other than not to get bitten? Not that I know of.
Enough.
Of course. You wish something else?
No.
Dareth Shirral.
Dareth Shirral, I guess. What next? Elf nurse?
I'm sorry, but I must attend to our ailing fallen.
Dagon. Hello, sir.
Greetings to you, friend. I understand I have you to thank for my rescue from the forest.
I was glad to help.
I don't want your efforts to go unrewarded. Here is the gem I traded for when I was amongst the outsiders. I thought to make a necklace out of it for my bride, but I want you to have it. I know it is of worth.
It's not necessary. Keep it, I insist. Your bride will benefit from it more than I will.
You wish me to keep it? Then you are truly generous. Thank you again. And now I am afraid I must rest. The keeper says I am not yet fully recovered after all. I wish you well, my friend.
And then he vanished. Okay. Hello, Athras.
You have returned. Is there any chance you have news of Delilah?
Not yet, I'm afraid.
Very well. I suppose I shall have to wait longer and see.
I guess so. Mitra, do you have anything to say?
I am pleased that you brought Dagon back to us safe. We need every hunter we can find now.
That's true. What about Zathrian or Lanaya? Lanaya, do you have something to say?
I am told you were instrumental in bringing our Kamen and Gaina together.
That's correct.
By our traditions, Kamen is still Dalen, a child. Their match is hardly appropriate.
It will be soon enough, won't it?
We try to teach our young to wean themselves off the impatience that humans suffer from. Their belief that everything must happen now is what destroyed us long ago. But there's no real harm in what you did. I do not doubt your intentions were good.
You're boring.
As you wish. Darth Shirel.
Zathrian?
Yes? What is it you need? Have you news?
I do. You have interesting grammar. I found one of your hunters in the forest.
Yes, Mithra told me you returned with Dagon. I was able to heal his wounds, and he has not developed the curse. If you have not spoken to him already, you should seek him out. I understand he wishes to see you before you return to the forest again. Have you any other news?
Have some questions?
Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
I want to discuss something I discovered in the forest.
Yes. What is it?
Do you know anything about a werewolf named Swift Runner?
I was not aware they have names. But no, I know nothing about any Swift Runner.
Have you ever encountered a rhyming oak tree in the forest?
We call those possessed trees Sylvans. The only ones I have ever encountered were little more than berserk killers. I am surprised you found one self-possessed enough to speak with you. Never mind rhyme.
You are quite stupid for an elf. Senior, I should say. Did you know that some of the werewolves can speak?
Speak? You mean speak actual words?
Like you do, you moron.
That seems unlikely. They are savage beasts. Even if they could speak, I doubt they would have anything worthwhile to say.
Have you even tried before pulling out your sword? Have you even tried talking to them at all?
I think you can see for yourself what the end result of such a venture would be. Intelligent or not, they are hardly peaceful. The werewolves are unimportant. It is Witherfang whom you must seek out. And if they keep you from him, then your course is clear.
As clear as you're an asshole, but fine, I should go.
I must return.
You must, I don't know, do what you must. Whatever. Verathorn.
It is good to see you again. Have you need of something?
Yep, I found some iron bark for you.
Truly? Let me see. Yes, that is indeed iron bark, and a substantial quantity of it as well. Well done. An agreement is an agreement, and I will craft something from this wood for you. What would you like? A bow, or perhaps a breastplate?
I think both would be more appropriate.
Both? But that is an unreasonable amount of crafting to expect just for finding the wood. I will do no such thing.
he wouldn't have any wood if it not for me. If it weren't for me, remember?
I suppose you are correct. It is much to ask, but for you, I am willing to work so much of the art. And I've reformed the wood to my will. A Dalish longbow and a breastplate for you. May they serve you well.
Okay, show me what they are. Wolf Killer, Iron Bark, tier 5, plus 4 damage versus undead, plus 8 damage versus beasts. And breastplate, Verathorn's armor, Silverite, plus 3 armor, 20% nature resistance, and 25 stamina. Lana, what do you think? Requires 30 strength. And then the Wolf Killer. Let's do this. Verathorn.
It is good to see you again. Have you need of something?
Yeah, I'd like to
I am
barter.
no merchant, but...
You know what? Here is your Wolf Killer. And here is your Verathorn's armor. I think it's fair. Don't you think? Maybe I'll keep the armor for now, just in case. Yeah, I'll keep armor for now, but the bow I'll return to him, and so he will get his precious thing. Fair, quite fair, I think. I wonder what would have happened if I had let him keep all the tree bark for himself.
It is good to see...
No, I don't want to barter, no.
It is good to...
Iron
An
bark.
agreement is an agreement.
Your
And
clan
I
needs...
must admit I'm surprised to witness such generosity from an outsider. You have my thanks, and the thanks of my clan for this gift. I will not allow your generosity to go without at least some reward. Come, I shall make something of the wood you bring. I've reformed the wood to my will. It is but a small token of our gratitude, but take it with my blessing.
Items received. What is that item? Verathorn's amulet. 20% nature resistance, -1 constitution. I want to Google that. Verathorn's quest. Rare iron bark. I want to see if there is any difference in XP. Increases clan attitude. Proved coercion is not enough. Decreases. Okay, I see. Looks like the case where I get reputation is the best, so I'll take the reputation. I think it's more interesting for me currently than some breastplate that I have in plenty anyway. Alistair, when are you going to get your level up? Quite soon, but to what end? That will change not much anyway. Let's go to the world map, I guess, namely to the camp, and that's where I'm gonna be calling it a stream for today, I think, because I'll have to wake up relatively early tomorrow and I need to...
What was that soup you made for supper last night?
Oh, that's a traditional Ferelden lamb and pea stew. Do you like it?
Oh, so it was lamb then. It had a certain texture I don't normally associate with lamb.
They didn't make lamb and pea stew for you in Lothering?
We ate simply there. Whole grains made into biscuits or bread, and vegetables from the garden, cooked lightly. No heavy stews.
Ah, so the last lamb you had was probably cooked Orlesian style. Food shouldn't be frilly and pretentious like that. Now, here in Ferelden, we do things right. We take our ingredients, throw them in the largest pot we can find, and cook them for as long as possible until everything is a uniform grey colour. As soon as it looks completely bland and unappetizing, that's when I know it's done.
You're having me on.
Ha! You need to eat in more Ferelden inns.
I have never heard this conversation. Where do we go? Brazilian outskirts, Dalish camp. Brazilian forest. We might go to Denerim. Because elves are not interesting for now. I want to see what shops we have there available. Any encounter? No? Really now? Denerim Market District. Let's go to the... Oh, I see. Run-down back street, a seldom traveled back road amongst the warehouses of the docks district. The Pearl, one of Denerim's fancy brothels. I want to have a fight, you know. Can I go there and have a fight? That's a long path they're taking. Not bad. That's a lot of people.
Mate, you walked into the wrong neighborhood. Get him. Do it quick. Don't want to disturb the boss.
More enemies ahead. If we must fight, let us do it quickly.
Win, can you do me a favor and just once, let's use an earthquake.
Get off! Very well.
Who stunned me and how?
No quarter shall be given.
It always comes to this, doesn't it?
Is that all you've got?
It is begun. It shall be done.
Who's left? Archers.
Good. Another down.
Careful. I will fight if I...
Don't give them the advantage.
Sir Raiden. Or Frieden, I'm not sure. Let's loot them first. That was a good fight. Wooden crate. Greenstone. Another wooden crate. Engraved silver bowl. Some coins. Iron ring. Gang leader with some coins inside. The purse. Her purse, I think. Can I go this way? Yeah, this is the exit. And another door over there. a chest that Liliana, I hope, can open. Thankfully, yes. And...
Something I can help with?
No. So the chest is not interactable anymore, and this
Very well.
Sir Fryden's journal. New quest, last request. Find and eradicate the Maleficarum in the alienage. You found a partially burned journal on a dead Templar named Sir Fryden. In it, you learned that Fryden defied his superiors by helping an unnamed Templar investigate reports of blood mages in Denerim. His investigation led him to a deserted building in the back alleys of Denerim. Fryden's last entry indicates that he's been spotted, and he implores anyone reading this journal to deal with the blood mages hidden in the city. Hooded courier. You're who?
Let me be.
Pardon?
Let me be.
As you wish. Dirty Hovel. What's this? Oh.
Yes?
I'm here on behalf of the Blackstone Regulars.
Oh? What is this about?
I'm here to bring you in for desertion.
I worried this might happen. I hoped it wouldn't be you who came for me. I have no choice. Forgive me, Warden, but I cannot go back with you.
More enemies ahead.
What if I asked about the stolen supplies instead? Maybe that would have changed the outcome.
Yes?
I'm here on behalf.
What is this about?
I hear you stole supplies from the guild.
How sad it is to see a Grey Warden manipulated. But I have no time to straighten this out for you. Men.
I see.
Don't give them the advantage!
Well done, Wayne. Okay, he's down for. And this one either. Liliana, I suppose there's a chest that you will have to unlock, right?
Yes, of course.
I agree with you. That's all correct. Liaison the Deserter, gold ring, not bad. Oh, no, it's just one gold ring and guild supplies, I thought. There are some parameters, attributes there. You'll likely find them in the following locations: Lake Cannonhead, Denerim, and Torna's Frostback Mountains. So I have one more gang to deal with. So there were 2 fights I had instead of just one. Who's that hooded courier? And why is she standing there refusing to talk to me, I wonder? Okay, city map. Can I go to the camp now? Beware of the power outages. Yeah, I agree. So, let's save here. Camp, save game. And I thank Cazador and Moet Nox for coming and talking to me. Really appreciate it. I'll be going live, let's see, maybe tomorrow, if I have some time in the second half of the day. But once again, I'm not making any promises, just stay tuned, and I'll try to be looking in that direction, going live, that is. Yeah, thanks for your attention. My regards to the people who will watch the recording, and I thank those who have been with me silently. I know you're there, and I appreciate your attention as well. So cheers everyone, and see you quite soon. Take care. Bye bye.